Welcome to Hope's Homemade Kitchen. Today, we're going to start the new year with a classic Southern meal representing hope, good fortune, and a fresh start to the new year. Black-eyed peas represent wealth and prosperity. The green cabbage with its layered leaves represent money, meaning we'll start the new year with intentions of abundance and progress. So we'll be having some leftover pulled pork. Now, the traditional meaning of pork for the new year is that pigs root forward rather than backward, representing progress and moving ahead in life. Finally, we'll be having some cornbread, with corn being a symbol of sustenance and abundance. So let's get started, and I'll show you the ingredients to this delicious meal. The ingredients for the New Year's Day meal are cabbage and black-eyed peas that I've soaked overnight, onion, bacon, ham, celery, salt and pepper, garlic powder, smoked paprika, diced tomatoes, and green chilies for the peas. And we'll be warming up some pulled pork and making a simple jiffy cornbread to complete the meal. Okay, we'll start with prepping the black-eyed peas since those take the longest to make. I'm gonna chop up a little bit of celery and onion. You just want a small to medium dice just for flavor. Now these vegetables going into the black-eyed peas are really just a suggestion. Now I also had some leftover diced ham that we'll be using to season the black-eyed peas. But first we're gonna cook down our onions and celery a little bit, then we'll add all of our other ingredients. So let's go over to the stove and we'll start our cooking. So we'll start by turning our burner on medium heat, and I'm just gonna spray it with a little bit of oil to assist in cooking the vegetables. I'm gonna add in my onions and celery, and if you're using fresh garlic, you can also add it at this point. Another option is to fry up some bacon. Remove the bacon, and then you could use the bacon grease to saute the onions and celery. I have a little Evo oil sprayer that I really like. I use it all the time when I'm just sauteing vegetables. I'll link it down below in case you're interested. You can just grab it on Amazon. Okay, at this point I'm going to add in some ham. I just have some leftover ham from Thanksgiving that I diced up. This is a great use of leftover ham to season things. Now you can add in fresh garlic if you like. Just to make it easy, I'm just adding in some garlic powder. Just measure with your heart. And some black pepper. Now I'm going to hold off on the salt right now because when you cook beans or peas, you want them to be tender before you add your salt. Otherwise it kind of makes the shell a little bit hard and doesn't permeate through. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my 1 pound of black-eyed peas that I've soaked overnight, rinsed and drained. I'm going to add in about 6 cups of water. Now, because I like mine a little bit spicy and I kind of like the tomatoey flavor, I'm going to add in some diced canned tomatoes. I may have to change pots. I'm not sure if this is going to be large enough. I think I will do that. I'm afraid when the peas start expanding a little bit, this pot is going to be flowing over. Scrape out all the flavor in there. Okay, and then I'm going to add in 4 ounces of diced green chilies. And that's just me. I kind of like it a little spicier. You can certainly leave that out. Just give that a good stir. I'm going to bring that to a boil, and then we'll turn the heat down and cover it and cook it more of a medium slow cook for a couple of hours. And we'll be testing the seasonings as the peas get a little more done and see what else it needs. We can add any other kinds of seasonings. In fact, to enhance the smokiness, I'm going to add in some smoked paprika. And if we see that the peas are absorbing a lot of this liquid, but if it needs more, we'll add a little more water. And then we're going to wait till a little bit later to season it with the salt. And all we want to do here is to bring it to a boil, and then we'll cover it, turn it down, and just let it cook. Now, if you want, you can skim off. Anytime you cook beans or peas, it kind of has like a little foam that comes to the top. Feel free to skim that off if you want. I don't think it hurts anything to leave it in. Okay, so that is a full rolling boil. I'm going to turn it down to about between a 2 and a 4, and we'll cover it, and we'll be back. So now our black-eyed peas are cooking. We're going to prepare our cabbage. First I'm going to dice an onion, and we'll saute the onion in bacon and ham. Okay, next we're going to cut our cabbage. Now I've washed it and pulled off the outer leaves that were a little wilted. And what I want to do is just go through and kind of avoid the center core. So, kind of like that. And then I'm just going to cut this into kind of squares about like that. Very easy just to dice up. Now I'm using cabbage today, but there's also many other greens that you can use that are traditional, especially in southern United States. Some people use collard greens, turnip greens. They're a little harder to find where I am, and I like the taste of cabbage, so we're going with cabbage today. Okay, now we have our cabbage and our onions chopped. I have some kind of pre-cooked bacon. I use that Costco pre-cooked bacon. It won't generate a lot of grease, but we'll just start with this. And we'll go over to the stove and start to cook it. Okay, I'm going to turn my burner on medium. I'm going to add in my bacon. I'm going to squirt it with a little bit of olive oil. You could also use a little bit of leftover bacon grease, butter, anything to give those onions something to cook in. I'm just going to cook this until it's just a little bit crispier, and then I'll add in my onions and ham, and then finally our cabbage. And it won't take very long to cook. We'll also season it to taste with salt, pepper, little garlic powder. Okay, I'm going to add in a little ham to that. Add in my onions. Just cook those till they start to become translucent. Everything is smelling so good. The black-eyed peas cooking, the onions, bacon. Oh, perfect New Year's Day meal. Okay, I'm going to add in my cabbage and some water now. I'm going to start with about 2 cups of water. Just scrape that bottom, get all of the good flavoring off of it. And then we're going to add in all of our cabbage. It's going to look like a lot. It's just one big head of cabbage. It'll cook down pretty quickly. So put it all in there. Now I'm going to put the lid on it until it starts to cook the cabbage down. So I have it on about medium heat, and then we'll do our seasoning. Okay, it's just been a few minutes. It's already starting to cook down. You can just get in there and try to turn it with a spatula. See how fast it cooks down. So I only added 2 cups of water, and when the cabbage cooks down, it makes its own juice. So now I'm going to turn the temperature down a little bit, let it simmer more until it fully cooks that cabbage. I'll go ahead and season it with a little bit of garlic powder, some salt, and some fresh ground pepper. If you like it a little spicy, you can also add in some dried pepper flakes. All right, I'm going to turn it down to low and just let it simmer with the lid on. Okay, we'll check on the black-eyed peas. They've been cooking for about 45 minutes now, and you see they still have a ways to go. They need to be a little bit darker in color and more tender, and when they start getting more tender, the juice will thicken. At this point, I am going to season it with some salt, since we haven't done that yet. And season with salt to your taste, keeping in mind that there is some salt already in the pork, so you will want to taste it. Okay, we'll let it cook. Okay, while our black-eyed peas and cabbage continue to cook, I'm just going to mix up our simple little Jiffy cornbread mix. Per the package instructions, just 1 box of Jiffy, 1/3 cup of milk, and 1 egg. Just give that a good whisk. Now you can use muffin tins. This makes about 6 muffins. Or I'm just going to use an 8 by 8 inch pan. Spray it with cooking spray, or you can use bacon grease. Just pour it right in. Now Jiffy tends to be a sweeter type cornbread. If you like just straight cornbread, it's very easy to make. I usually just follow the instructions on the back of the cornmeal box if I'm making it homemade. Okay, this bakes in a 400-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes until it's golden brown on top. And my oven is ready, so I'll go ahead and put that in. Okay, the meal is coming together. The cornbread is done. We have a few more minutes left on the peas. I'll heat up my pulled pork and then we will serve it. Okay, our New Year's Day meal is done. Look at those delicious black-eyed peas. I tested them. They're creamy, tender, and flavorful. I like a little juice in mine. A little cabbage for abundance and progress. Warmed up some pulled pork. Some nice cornbread. I'll put some butter on that. Let's go have our New Year's Day meal. Okay, now it's time for the taste test of the New Year's Day meal. But first, I'd love to thank all my subscribers who have joined me in 2025. I started posting on my channel in February of 2025, and so many of you have joined me. And I've actually made some great friends here on YouTube. So thank you again for a wonderful 2025, and let's move forward to 2026 for a prosperous new year. All right, let's do the taste test now. So first I'm gonna do the cabbage. There's a real sweetness about that cabbage. It's good, and I didn't even add any sugar. It's very tender. I love cabbage. I'll tell you how the black-eyed peas are. Those are wonderful. I love a little bit of spiciness in my black-eyed peas, and this is just perfect with a little bit of the smoked paprika and the smokiness of the bacon and the ham in there. Wonderful. You know when those peas are done, when they're very creamy in texture, and that's exactly what we have here. It's just delicious. I've got my Jiffy cornbread. That's Jiffy. Jiffy is a great option. It has a sweetness about it. So if you like sweet cornbread, it's so quick and easy. Very good. And finally, to top it all off, I've got some leftover pulled pork from the summer that we froze. It really ties it all together. So I think we're all set for a wonderful 2026. The black-eyed peas for good luck and prosperity. The cabbage symbolizing starting the new year with abundance and progress. The pork symbolizing moving forward rather than backward. And the cornbread with its golden color symbolizing gold and prosperity. Thank you so much for a wonderful 2025. And consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so already. Happy New Year!